Have you ever played War Thunder and wondered, how did we get here? Well, today I'm gonna be telling you 10 things you didn't know about War Thunder and its history, so get ready to experience some nostalgia and some unexpected things. Back in the early days of War Thunder, before Gaijin even had rank 6 on their minds, the game actually used 3 game modes. So first you had arcade battles, which stayed the same, historical battles, which is just the old term for realistic battles, and full realistic battles, which is basically simulator. The game actually used the main 3 game modes until the update 1.37, where the whole game basically became a lot more popular, optimized, and got a lot more recognized. If you think the grind is hard now, you should have seen how War Thunder used it before they even introduced the modern research point system the game has now. Basically, every nation just had a level from 0 to 20. Instead of a modern rank system, the game actually used levels to determine your progress. So if you hit level 10, you would unlock every single vehicle from the level 10 tree. But Gaijin being Gaijin, there was also a catch. Every plane had a max XP bar. Once you flew a plane too much and it filled that bar, it basically stopped you helping level up. So you were forced to fly everything in your tech tree to keep moving. This eventually got abused, so it got changed in the update 1.37 and gave us the modern RP system we actually use today. Before War Thunder had Israel, China, France and Italy as their nations, Gaijin actually put some Italian planes in the German tech tree. The Germans had the SM-79 bomber, the C-202 fighter, and the CR-42/G-50 series of fighters. They were added in the German tech tree so War Thunder could break the record for the most planes in a flight simulation game, which was broken on January 22nd of 2014. The subtree isn't around anymore since Gaijin eventually added the Italian tech tree in the 1.69 update, but you didn't miss out on much since you can just research the variants in the Italian tech tree. If you started playing War Thunder since the beginning, you were awarded with something special from Gaijin on War Thunder's 5th anniversary in 2017. If you were one of the originals from the 2012 or 2013 open beta of War Thunder, Gaijin awarded veteran players with 4 titles: Brother in Arms, Combat Proven, Faithful Warrior, and the Old Guard. Each one basically represented when a player joined War Thunder. The latest year to join War Thunder and receive these titles was 2016, and the earliest was 2013 when the game was still in open beta. Regular players also received a 50% booster that's valid for 50 games to celebrate War Thunder's official launch. This also marked the transition from core gameplay to content. Even as of today, War Thunder receives many content updates, but the core gameplay always stayed the same. So if you guys stuck around since then, please let me know in the comments how you felt playing this current War Thunder and then the old War Thunder, because if I had to choose, I would have always returned to this old one because it was very simple and very fun at the same time. And let me know what video I should do next. Speaking of old War Thunder, back in the day you could use your decals and scale them up to any size you want, and people could easily make or represent their whole nation on a vehicle. One of the many examples would be the American M8 covered in the American flag, and then the T-26 in the Russian tech tree covered in the Ukrainian flag. This feature was removed later in 2015 because of some political relations between Russia and Ukraine, so players started team killing each other, and then soon it got so bad that the decal size was then limited to what we have now. Alongside the decal changes, they also removed team killing from realistic battles, and the game hasn't been the same since then. If you played War Thunder back in the day, you may have seen this effect. This usually occurred when you were behind a damaged aircraft that was leaking fuel and oil all over the place, so it will smear your screen and cockpit. This was a fun feature until Gaijin silently removed it in late 2016 due to performance issues. This also applied to the old rain effects on the cockpit and the screen, and that was also removed alongside it. But luckily around 2020 we got a major graphics overhaul that basically updated the effects to what we have today. In 2023, Gaijin decided to remove one of the oldest features War Thunder had. And if you played before 2023, you knew what I'm talking about, and that is the vehicle images. Each vehicle stat card had a unique image of their era and rank. For example, World War II vehicles will be black and white, Cold War vehicles will be the beginning of colored images, and the newest vehicles would be the fully colored and modern pictures. They replaced it with 3D generated models that kinda ruined the game, and a lot of veterans still wish for the feature to return. In early 2023, Gaijin decided to make consumables expire, meaning if you stacked a lot of boosters or kept a large inventory of boosters, that would expire in a limited time frame unless you actually consumed and used them properly. Alongside that, they changed the economy in 2023, which led War Thunder's Steam page to a massive review bomb that still has a lot of people questioning if the game is going in the right direction. They also silently removed the Golden Eagle wager, which is one of the easiest ways for free-to-play players to grind out Golden Eagles. This was of course done to increase the urge to buy premium vehicles and packs, which of course didn't make anyone happy at the end. Unlike other vehicle simulation games that use a public game engine, Gaijin actually uses their own programmed and coded engine called the Daegor engine. They opted for creating their whole engine from scratch so they could use any feature or any new implementation they want in the game without limits, and this resulted in the visual changes that the game got over the years. And if you don't subscribe or like, you are bound to eternal hell in War Thunder. If you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments, and maybe watch the previous video I did that will be suggested here, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!